But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of two here on Christmas Eve, the Bengals and Steelers underway on this Saturday. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Thomas. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, stop.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
12, 11. Hey, we got to go score.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He will find his man Chase, complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
11, Thomas.
Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left.
11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
11.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They run for it with Mixon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Carter. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Steeler defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fights through him, now a crease. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
11. Gotta go.
Chase the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. They'll run with Mixon. And this time he is in. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
11.
Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
Here we go.
Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And his throw here is incomplete. fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. God.
Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Here we go.
Second and a couple.
12, 12, 12.
8 yards.
11 MT. 11, 12, 12, 12.
At the 19-yard line.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
11 MT. Hey. 11.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Steelers 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Pickett back to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34.
Back to throw, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 43. Here's Pickett. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Murphy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Turtle touch. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly. To the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Damiere Byrd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Pickett sets up play action. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Looking deep for Hilton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On the give, this is Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 26. Harris will start the drive out. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. Able to put, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. These 2 teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They work now on 2nd and 9.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Stop.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. He's going to have, and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Pickett eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he goes out right around the 39. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead,
Here we go.
that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11 MT. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
Here we go. 11. 11 mighty.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
2nd and 9.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. To the air on first down with Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. When it's intercepted, they got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Bengals.
11, Thomas.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Complete to Najee Harris. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Pickett going to bootleg it. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
4-yard line.
Pickett now from the gun here. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. From the gun, here's Pickett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Flushed out right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Allen Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They're going to run it with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
35. Steelers 22.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They hand this off to Harris. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Pickett back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11. Stop.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Pat, there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 Tiger. Panther Street. Pace.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's 2nd down. Now Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Pickett. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
11.
Mixon running wide side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This returnable for Bird. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Pickett. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Pickett to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now Burrow on 1st down. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's going to be their...
Exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I show on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies. Andre